Hi everybody, welcome back. My name's Kirsty and I'm from Reloved Interiors by KCL. And today we are going to start working on this bureau that I purchased. This is the top half of the bureau, the bottom half is actually over there, out of sight. I got this for £100 recently from a charity shop, and it's actually going to go in our reception hall because my husband really liked a picture of it when I showed him it, so we're going to keep it. This is the key that goes with it. And I've not done research yet on this particular company, but if I find anything out, I'll let you know, because I am a former archivist and I am passionate about old things and I like to know the history of them. So on this key, it says Golden Key Furniture made by Palatial Limited. So if I find any information out about this company, then I shall let you know. But the key is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. It's so cute. It's brass with a kind of mesh finish to it, and the engraving is around the outside. Now one of the locks on this is, I think it needs WD-40 to open it up, but as you can see, it's quite precarious with the doors open, but fortunately the doors are actually stopping it from falling off. Now when this is on top of the bureau, I'm going to have to brace it either against the wall that it's sitting against or on the piece itself. But before I do that, we need to actually get working on it. Now the first thing you should do with any old piece of furniture, if you don't know where it's come from, and possibly sometimes even if you do know where it's come from, it needs a good clean. And the reason you clean it is this. Now look at the state of that water. Oh, that's grimy. So that's what came out from just this cabinet here, and I use, this is Dixie Belle's White Lightning, so that's my cleaner of choice. You don't need much of this. That's a litre of water there that I used to clean this, and I only used a teaspoon and a half of this, so it's quite, you can use this quite sparingly, which is good. Great, so that's the first thing you need to do. Doesn't matter what it is, always give it a good clean, and then at least you know that you're painting on something that's clean. You're not going to be introducing dust into your paint, or worse, if it's greasy, then the paint won't take, or it'll peel off after time. So make sure you give it a good clean. So that's the first step. It's the same day as I did the gilding test, so I am still on the same coffee. So this is Aldi's Colombian Roast and Ground, number 3. So I'm still do love coffee. Oh God, it's my one vice. I don't smoke. I do have a gin and prosecco, but this is my vice. Anyway, so now that we've done the washing, we can get back to prepare to painting it. So what I will advise, no matter what wood it is, even if you know what it is, prime it first, because the worst thing you can do is spend hours on a piece and then for it to bleed, the tannins to bleed through. So it doesn't matter what the wood is. I mean, the worst culprits will be mahogany, redwoods, knotty pines, anything like that. They will bleed tannins through your paint, especially if it's a light paint, like a white or a light grey or something like that. So always prime it. You may as well. I mean, for the time it takes you to do it, at least you know you've got peace of mind, you're not going to have a problem in the future. So what we're going to do is go ahead and prime it. and I'm going to now get working on the base. So as you can see, it's got some really beautiful detailing here, and the brass work is really lovely too. So we're going to see what we can do, but first of all, we have to clean it. So that's my job now. I've got my water, my Dixie Belle White Lightning, and my cloth, and we're going to get at it. Okay, so it's clean and rinsed, but I need to remove the hardware. Now these have actually been not screwed in, they've actually been nailed in with escutcheon pins. So the only way that I'm going to be able to get them out, and I'm going to have to replace the pins with new escutcheon pins, is with a pair of pincers like this. So yeah, handy things to have in your kit for sure. Okay, let's try and get rid of these. Now I'm going to put this transfer onto the inside of the bureau. So I've actually fitted it on here already, and I've taped it down with some masking tape. I've also measured just to make sure that it's actually kind of center in the piece from side to side and from top to bottom. So it's now all in place. We just need to get the transfer on.